Ethan the lots.
13A.
13. A, B, A.
Just 13.
D, A.
Number 12.
12 is 4/5. CJ.
Can you do, or what was number 6 actually?
6 was 5/9.
And then can you do 4?
Can I do 4? Yeah, that's how we started out the other day with problem number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, this is real life, by the way. When you go to a gas station, this really happens. The unfortunate thing is when you go to a gas pump, you never type in the number of gallons you want. You always just go until you want to pay what you want. So it's a little backwards. But here's what you have to do, people. If you're taking notes at home, like I encourage you to do, this would be what I write down. You have to actually physically multiply these goofy numbers together as they are. You are spending $2.249 for 9.1 gallons. You have to do that all out. And when you do that all out, you get 9,422, put a 0 down, 81, 8, 36, 44, 18, and 4 is 22, 2, 18, 20, 9, 5, 6, 4, 0, 2. Where does the decimal go in that? How many decimal places are there? There are 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you start here and come back 4 places and the decimal goes there. You have $20.4659. Now the problem with that, ladies and gentlemen, is we don't get smaller than 1/100th of a dollar, which is a penny. Ethan, you with me? We don't get any smaller than this right here in the hundreds place. So at this point, the gas station will round either up or it'll stay the same. Your answer is either going to be $20.46 or it's going to be $20.47. What tells you whether you round up or down? It's always the number after the one you're rounding. Since this is a 5, you are going to add another penny onto the bill. If that number were a 4, it would have stayed this, but it is a 5, so it's $20.47 for 9.1 gallons. You have to wait until after it's round. You don't round this to $2.25 and round that to 9 and then do your math. That isn't the way it works. You have to do the whole thing there. The gas station will not let you do that because they're getting cheated out of some money and they will always get their money. The most that they could lose is 0.4 cents. Or that would be whatever. Ethan.
Can you do number 19 on the sheet?
I would love to do that. Number 19. Order of operations, Ethan, say what has to be done first?
Parentheses.
So what do I get here? I get 5 squared minus 3. What's 4 minus 2? 2 plus the square root of 49. Then next happens exponents of powers. So 5 squared is
25.
minus 3 times 2 plus what's the square root of 49?
7.
7. Then next on order of operations,
Multiply.
so I end up with 25 minus 2 times 3, 6 plus 7. Ladies and gentlemen, 7th graders, please, let's pause for reflection here because I will tell you, generally speaking, if people make a mistake, it's at this point. They see that 6 and 7 and they want to add those together before they subtract, but order of operations say you cannot do that. Addition and subtraction fall on the same level. It's in that red stuff there, and when it falls on the same level, if you work it as you read it, you have to do 25 minus 6 first, which is 19, and then you have to do 19 plus 7, which is 26. Pay special note to that right there. Trevor Westfall.
What was the answer to 5?
Number 5, children should be AA, AB, ACs, BB, AB, ABC. It's all the combinations you can have. Just mix the letters together. AA, AB, AC, BA, BB, BC, CA, CB, CC. CJ?
Can you do 6?
Sure. You have to get 5 right to get 6 right, by the way. If you do not get the right combinations for 5,
Oh, I understand that.
okay, if you do not get the right combinations together, if you do not get AA, AB, AC, and then you have BA, BB, BC, and then you have CA, CB, CC. If you don't get these 9 in your thing, you will not get this next one right, because now the next one asks you for the probability of getting at least 1A. Okay. The probability of getting at least 1A. So you can have 2A's, that's fine, but you have to get at least, well, there's 9 combinations, that's where the bottom number comes. How many of those combinations have at least 1A? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 9 combinations have 1A. But you could say, what about the one that has 2A's? Well, 2A's is at least 1. If it said exactly 1A, then it would be 4 9s, but it said at least 1A. You know, if you're at least 10 years old, can you be 10 years old? Absolutely. Sophia Keeler. What was it? 10 was 3 3/8. JW.
What, I do flat.
What do I do it? Get over here. 10, 11, and this is off just a fudge here. What part confuses you, the prime factorization or the reducing once you do prime factorize it?
I think I did the last one.
I would have to say 12 would be one I would do a couple times tomorrow. If I'm breaking down 288, I'd go 2 times 144. 144, hopefully you know is 12 times 12. It doesn't matter how you break it down. You are going to get the same thing. 12 is 4 times 3. And 4 times 3. So you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2s, and 2 3s. 1, whoa, stop. 5 2s, and 2 3s. On the bottom, when you do 360, you know, you can keep cutting that in half. Half of 360 is 180. Half of 180 is 90. 90 is 9 times 10. 9 is 3 times 3, and 10 is 5 times 5. So you end up with 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 5s. 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 5s. I did that wrong. Or a 2. How about that? Thank you. I heard the mumblings out there. Note to self, be careful with that. Who caught that right away? Thank you for at least paying attention. And then as these cross off, cross off, cross off, cross off. 3 with the 3, 3 with the 3, you're left with this with the, well, that 2 is over here. You get 2 times 2 on top, and this 5 is the only thing left on the bottom. Is that where you went wrong? Your factorization or what?
With the dividing 360.
You put what? 4 times
Yeah.
90?
I got, I did division by phone.
Who?
I did division by
What'd you use first?
I did 360 divided by 2,
Got 180.
and then I did that divided by 2,
Got 90.
and then that divided by 2.
45.
Then I did that divided by 5.
You got 9.
Well, that's where I went wrong. I accidentally put 8.
That'll do it. Jonathan Licht.
What was the answer for 16?
Number 16 was 3. Carolina. Can I do 18? Absolutely. 18, again, remember, a fraction line is a grouping symbol. So you have to do this all down to one number, and do this down to one number, and then divide it out. My guess is if you got it wrong, you probably multiplied 0.3 times 0.3 wrong. If you get let's do the bottom first, just because I can tell you, generally speaking, when kids do this, this is where they make a mistake. 3 times 3 is 9. There's 1 decimal place, there's 2 decimal places, so you have to come back 2 places, and your answer should be 0.09 on the bottom. Did you get 0.09 on the bottom, Carolina? What's that? So that would be a special note I'd write down for myself tomorrow. On top, you get 4.6 You're subtracting 1.27 and a 0 there to help yourself out. You get 3, a lot of 3's. Does 9 go into 333, yes or no? And how do I know right off the bat? Ethan Manus, how do I know? Did you say some of the digits? I think you did.
Some of the digits.
Yeah, so if you had 3 plus 3 plus 3, you get 9, and 9 goes into that, so 9 is going to go into this 3 divided by 0.09, move this 2 places, the decimal's going to go here. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 7 is 63. I love a little math. Yes, CJ.
It was 17.
17 was, and we got 17, if you did that wrong, you probably added before you subtracted, you have to work from left to right there, and that one, 17 is 1 and 1/24th, or 25, 24ths. Sydney, I would love to do 10. Is it on this page or is it the other page? Area of the rectangle. So 1 1/2 times 2 1/4. Is that what we had? Did you have those measurements right, Sid? Did you write down area equals length times width? So then did you area equals 1 1/2 times 2 1/4? And then did you follow the rules? Please tell me you didn't just multiply the whole numbers together and then multiply the fractions together again. 2 and 1/8. No? What's the rule for multiplying mixed numbers then, Sid? Make them improper, you did? So you just didn't follow the rule. 8. This is 9/4, right? Make them improper, you multiply across, you get 27 over 8. Did you shoot anything this weekend?
No.
What'd you get? A who? A button.
Buck. A buck. It's like a baby.
What? You're killing baby bucks?
It's my first one. And I thought it was a dove.
Oh, so you're not supposed to, actually, in real life, you're probably not supposed to really kill. I mean, you can,
Well,
but
you can.
you
but-
kind of like to let them go so they got big old antlers. So
But it was kind of far away. and I
is it a spike? Does it have just 2? Did it have not have?
It didn't have them. It was just like small little quirky things. It's just sad.
Okay. It was sad?
After the
Are you
draft.
gonna grind it in the deer sausage? Wait, you must eat this, don't you eat this? Okay. Some venison burgers or whatever that is.
I've actually never eaten.
It's a little gamey. It's all in how you season it. Any other ones? For people that I can hear. Braden,
Can you do number 3 on the board?
number 3 on the board.
Yes.
The table shows results of a 100-year race, including the time in seconds for the first 3 finishes. The first place finisher ran how much faster than the second place finisher. So Braden, anytime you're asked for how much faster, how much slower, how much older, how much whatever, what type of problem are we talking?
Subtract.
And did you?
Yeah.
Okay, the first place, so here's second place. You have to take that because it's the bigger number. And you're going to subtract 13.89 from it. Line up the decimals. That's not what you did, or?
That's what I did.
Alright, so you can't take 9 from 2, so you have to go all the way here and borrow. This becomes a 4, this becomes a 10. If you have to borrow from a 10, it becomes a 9. Making this a 12, 9 from 12 is 3. 8 from 9 is 1. And there's a decimal there, everything else is zeros. Where did we go wrong, sir?
I went wrong. I changed zeros with 10 before 4 to a 3.
Sure. So you ended up with 1.1.
I ended up with 1.2.
1, 2, 3. Just because you like the way that sounds. Bob Gardner, loud enough so I can hear it. Because if I can't hear it, I am not going to answer it. I can do number one. Actually, we'll change that rule. If Trevor can't hear you, I won't answer it, but I'll let you do this one for today. Number one, at 6 a.m. the temperature was 4 degrees below zero. I think I would probably draw a thermometer if I was doing this. I mean, I necessarily wouldn't have to, but here's 0. Minus 4 degrees is right here. So you're starting with a minus 4. By noon, the temperature had increased 12 degrees, so it's plus 12 degrees. But if you're doing that, you can do it on a thermometer. It would take you 4 more to get back to 0, right? And then you'd have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more to get the rest of the temperatures. 4 to get to 0, 8 more to get to the 12. So your answer is 8 degrees, which is what? Minus 4. 4 negatives and 12 positives will give you a positive 8. Did I do that right? CJ?
So on that question, should we put 8 degrees Fahrenheit or just 8 degrees?
Either one's fine. Fahrenheit probably, you should probably put 8 degrees Fahrenheit, because it wouldn't be 8 degrees Celsius. Braden?
Did you number 9 on the board?
Shaw. I'm guessing it's up here on the top of the page that I just didn't get to. Oh, another question on fractions and perimeter. Did you not add up the sides there, Brayden?
I added up the sides. There's wrong somewhere when I added.
Well, did you add them all 4 together? Did you add 2 and then add another one and another one, or did you add 2 and then 2 and then put them? What did you
I
tell me?
added all of them together.
Okay,
1, 2,
so you did 2 and 1 4, plus 2 and 1 4, plus 1 and 1 half, plus 1 and 1 half. All at one big fatal swoop?
Mhm.
So what's your common denominator for all those? 4. Did you make them all 4s?
Yeah.
These already were 4s, so they're not going to change. These you have to double, times 2 times 2, so it's 2 4s, 2 4s. So adding up the fractions, you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fourths. And adding up the numbers, you get 2, 4, 6. 6 and 6 fourths. Well, the only problem with that is we can't leave 6 fourths because number 1, it's not reduced, and number 2, it's improper. So you can either reduce or make it in whatever first I reduce. 6 fourths is cut in half, both top and bottom is 3 halves. And 3 halves is the same as 1 and 1 half. So you combine the 6 with the 1, and you get 7 1 half. You could even make this 2-dimensional. I forgot to talk to Brady about an alliance. No, they played. Oh, they must be.
No,
But Packers lost
That's
though.
my brother. He watched it on the script. He beat that to 1-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are still more to add here to the questions here. Braden,
Page number 17.
love to. Absolutely love to. So did you do the subtracting part first? I talked about this. This is the same thing as we did before. Adding and subtracting are on the same level. When you come up with those choices, you have to go from left to right. You have to take 7/8, subtract 1/2 first. Half is 4/8. 7/8 minus 4/8 is 3/8. And then to that 3/8, you are going to add 2/3, which is 24. 24 times 8 times 8. 16 24s and 9 24s, which gives you 25 24s, or 1 and 1. Sydney! How much did this poor little Bambi thing you shot weigh?
Well, I don't know.
She's ate it right there.
Whoa. It's the parallel. category of.
This is what I would do for this one, Sydney. And first of all, the key word here is ratio. If I see a ratio in a story prompt, I'm probably going to do a ratio box. And this is my ratio. This is my actual. What am I comparing? Length to width. The length to width of my ratio is 3 to 2. 3 length, 2 width. If the field is actually 120 long, it goes in the long part there, and then you just need to figure out the width. Now, it's my hope that you could just not really write these as fractions, but just look at this and say, what do I multiply 3 by to get 120? Hopefully you know that's 40. And then 2 times 40 is 80. I mean, if you have to sit over here and do it as a fraction, you can do 3 over 2 equals 120 over what number? And it's kind of the same thing. If you have to divide 120 by 3 to figure out what you multiply the bottom by, I guess you have to do that too, but one can only hope it. Dramatic pause. Let's take a look at where we're at here. It's amazing how people, they asked like 3 or 4 different people who didn't get that standard form of that scientific notation. That should have been cleared up. Nobody missed the blah, 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 blah.
Mr.
I
Hodges,
didn't
he has
realize
a
I
question.
forgot about the to market law.
You forgot to go to market, huh?
I mean,
People, and I don't know how many different ways I can tell you this, for scientific notation, ladies and gentlemen. Listen very carefully to me. This is not hard stuff. This 8 does not tell you how many zeros you add to it. It tells you how many places the decimal moves. It's not about adding zeros, it's about moving decimals. I have 1.08 and it moves 8 places. 2 of those places get taken up with those 2 digits there, and then you add 6 zeros to that if that's what you want to think. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of these will end up being zeros. So it is 1, 0, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 108 million miles the sun is from the Venus flytrap. What would be if there was a trap on? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about ready to close the screen. Maybe. Nobody else? Anybody feel happy with adding and subtracting of integers? Alrighty. This time, ladies